Hello, Marines and Spartans. My name is Marineman. Today is actually a pretty serious video. Today, we're going to talk about the case of Brad. So, what I mean by that is that we all know throughout the couple months of this channel, we've been poking fun at a certain person whose name is Brad. Why have we been doing this? Well, it's pretty straightforward that Brad took advantage of some people, and I feel like it's time to bring this situation forward because I think it's gone unchecked, and I think it's literally been swept under the rug. But there was this post back in February 2018, and I feel like we should revisit this post just to bring some light and make it come forward. If you haven't realized, since the last one-off video was the story of Brad parody, and the ending kind of showed some comments and posts from the situation. But today we're going to go into more deeper depth of this post. So we're going to switch over to my PC and we're going to hopefully take care of the situation once and for all. Now I don't think that it would be necessary to go through the comment section of this thread and take screenshots of those as well, because there was 277 comments on this post by Carter. So I felt it was very unnecessary to go into deeper depths of going to the comment section, but I feel like this is good enough as it's gonna get without making it too convoluted. So here we are on the actual post now. It's by Carter, who was reposting Taylor's post. It says here, we're posting Taylor's post because this cannot be said enough. Brad is a predator. This first screenshot's account of me when I was drinking and Brad tried to assault me when I was barely a teenager. Second is Ashley, who actually didn't ask permission to post screenshots of, so if this post gets edited later, that's why. And obviously you can read the details there. Lastly, there's Taylor, who was drinking, and Katie, Courtney, and Spencer, and Brad tried to get them all drunk and slid his hand down her ass. Now I don't know who specifically who it was, Katie or Courtney, who tried doing this to. This post wasn't very specific enough in that case. So we're going to continue on reading here. No, I'm not kidding. I actually cupped her whole boob. Please stay aware and stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck Brad. Update: Brad admitted what he did in the comments, which he did not admit in the comments. He actually admitted in private message. It wasn't in the comments. There are screenshots of proof of him owning up to the sick things he has done. Another update: the orange screenshot I have added to this post is Brad openly admitting to assaulting Ashley via messenger, and the two screenshots after are Ashley talking about that night. Update part 3. More people have come forward to me about Brad being weird. The screenshots I have added are him being weird and refusing to leave a young woman's car after he gave him a ride home. So far, it doesn't look good for Brad. When this post first came out, I was Brad's friend at the time, so I tried defending him because it didn't seem at the time something Brad would do. Brad was always kind of different, but I didn't think he would do something this vile and disgusting. But we're going to continue on here. Go to the next post if it lets me. So here we have actually I no clue how to say that name, Benjamin. Then I don't know why there's an N in Benjamin, but well, or R really, but okay. But it says here, okay, but Catherine's BFF is the only girl Brad has made advances on. Literally, I was 14 and hella trash. The Ashleys were playing spin the bottle. He didn't kiss me. I was too drunk to know at the time, but he kept trying to make advances on me. Ashley flipped the fuck out on him. He's literally scum. I fucking hate him. Jimin says. He was over tonight and he took all my energy not to fucking murder him. That doesn't sound good on you. I didn't know that's who he was. I knew he was like Z or whatever. Tess has been ranting to me about this, and I was like, oh yeah, he tried to do stuff to me too. I was 14. Go to the next part where Ashley says he tried to get sexual and jumped off when I walked in. I was shaking. I was so pissed. He did the same with Lexi too, more than once. I think this is Taylor saying, God, I don't remember. Was he on me? I'm shaking. And Brenna, this is a comment from Taylor's original post. Me and Carter don't even fuck with each other, but for one, it's disrespectful to say whatever for calling themselves and for two, I don't know if you remember me, but I was there, and you know, I did kind of throw myself on him. That's not a lie. You were completely sober and everyone trying to be a parent when clearly you were the only one needed supervised, because we were all fine until you decided that you're going to try to fill up on everyone. And then I don't know why this person put the ampersand twice. Then like not leave Lexi's room when we're all underage at the time. Lamau. So don't say it didn't happen, because it did. And you wouldn't believe you now, since there's proof. And hella people saying you tried with them too. Lol, with 2 L's at the end. So I'm pretty sure this night was a very long night with Brad trying to do this, and it was very traumatizing for these people. We go to Ashley again saying, and before I got completely sober, I had a relapse on pills one night, and I was really drunk, so I remember bits and pieces. But he was supposed to be my friend, and I asked him to make sure I didn't do anything stupid, and he encouraged me to take the pills. That's really shitty, actually. I wouldn't imagine anyone encouraging people just to take a bunch of pills. While I was drinking, and then me and this girl were fooling around, and he kept coming in, and we're both fucked up, and he was sober as can be, and she went off on him and told him to stay the fuck out. And then he came in while she was in the bathroom, and I was half passed out and was trying to do things, and she pulled him off, and that's the last thing I remember. Then the day before school started, my sister had told me about the video that Brad had sent her, and he recorded me and the girl hooking up, and I was a minor at the time. That detail is a very big deal, because Brad sent this video out to several people. I know I received a snippet, and I deleted that shit right away. I didn't say anything about it because I didn't know what it was, but I knew the people in the video weren't people I knew, but I didn't think it was anything bad at the time. I guess I knew there was something wrong with it, but I didn't say anything. I knew I had to get the video out of my DMs, so I completely deleted the entire message thread, or I didn't even archive it. I straight up deleted it. It was just a bad thing to do, that Brad just decided to send out this video to people. He sent it out to my friends. He sent it out to several people. It was just very bad that he did this. I didn't know what to do at the time to stop it, because he was still my friend and everything, but I knew there was something up at that point, because I got sent that video and this post was not far around the corner either. So he probably had this video for a while and had it, sent out to more than several people than me and my friends. So yeah. So we have this post here, actually in the messages, and that's the last thing I remember. Then the day before school started, my sister told me about the video. Okay, we read this because I wanted to sleep with him, which it would have been rape, and she stopped it. I reported it to the police and then said it was being taken care of. Then the detective just didn't care, and my sister had proof that he sent it to her. and many other friends, which is true, of mine, and then the detective refused to take the phone. Since nothing was done about it, that's why I eventually dropped out, because I couldn't take it anymore. Brad's a piece of shit, and he's not the only one that did that with me, but he tried to fuck with my 13 and 15-year-old sister at the time while they were drunk, and he was 19, I'm pretty sure. So he's just very predatory against these younger girls, as it seems. And it's very weird that the detective just kind of gave up on the thing. It seems like society, you know, the whole Me Too movement, and it was like, speak up, and people don't speak up because they feel like they won't be believed. And I feel like that's what happened here. She wasn't believed in, and the detective just completely stopped. I wish when I was in school, that when people were saying I was doing weird things which weren't true, that wasn't believed. You know, it seems like people literally pick and choose, and they always choose the wrong thing. The innocent always gets fucked over. So I feel like it's really a person on person thing, or if it's not person on person, it's just a basic of society on how accusations work out. I feel very, very bad for Ashley and Taylor for the situation, especially since Ashley's siblings got involved. That's really shitty. I don't know what to say about that. So going on to this is a anonymous person saying, Brad kind of touched my ass. I definitely think, who is calling me? It was an 800 number. Anyways, I was walking up the stairs, and he was kind of holding my back stable, and I was walking up the stairs, and he kind of slid too far down. I feel like it was an accident. He tried to accidentally pinch my ass, but it could have been an accident. He talked to me since, and he has been asking me if I was okay and stuff, and has been cool with me, but I don't know, it made me really uncomfortable. So this is Carter saying, who the fuck is that, and nice booty. Ashley and someone else. And he said, Ashley. He's like, yeah, what the fuck, Carter says. Fucked both, man. Holy shite. Yeah, we were all fucked up. She don't remember, and when I was through, I kind of remember everything. There was that, him admitting to it. He openly admitted to us having sex, but that night was referring to, I said no, and he stopped and then passed out as he crawled back into my bed. I had no idea it happened, but I clearly remember saying stop. And this is a group chat between Carter and Taylor and Ashley, I think. Or maybe just Taylor and Ashley, I don't know. No, it's someone else. So there's the post, and then Taylor says, fair that you added it to the post. We had sex, but she doesn't remember it. Rape? That's rape. Ashley says, the next day there was like blood. I was a virgin at the time, but I thought I started my period, then it stopped. I never crossed my mind. Wow. Okay. He took her virginity. Okay. Alright. That's really bad. Okay, now I'm really uncomfortable with that. I don't know why, but I don't know. I don't feel okay now. That was I didn't even notice that detail when I was taking these screenshots and photoshopping, censoring out names and stuff. That is very upsetting. I think we're on the last one. Yeah, we're on like the last ones. So hey, I messaged you on the other account, but Brad has been blowing my phone up trying to get with me since he started working with me. I thought it was just me, and I had a really bad feeling about him, what all he's done. I even asked him to come over to cover a shift, and he said I would have to take him, and I had my aunt ride with me because I didn't want to be in the car alone with him. He attempted to assault me when I was 14. He has assaulted at least 4 other females. Stay safe. He's sick. He's texting me now. I work with him. He's one of my managers. Yeah, he's gross. He tried to get Ashley to leave me alone, but so he could take care of me when I was drunk and was on top of me and kept filling me up. I gave him a ride home and he wouldn't get out the car. I don't remember, but Ashley cracked him in the head with a bottle for it, and he rushed me home because he kept trying to take me home. Is it okay if I add this to my post? I'll scribble out your name. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. And he once texted me over 30 times when I didn't respond. He told me he would rather have me, and she was just using him for sex. That's so horrible. But I don't know how to handle it without getting in trouble at work. We plan on going to the authorities soon, so it won't be a problem much longer. Honestly, thank you so much for making this post. I was scared to tell anyone how I felt about this. I was scared and I would get in trouble, but now I see he was wrong. It's alright. I'm glad you had the strength to come forward. I know it's hard to do. We're all here for you. And that's basically it. That's all that screen capped and photoshopped out. Again, there's over 200 comments on this post, and most of it's filled with Ashley and Taylor just freaking out over this situation. And even if this is all true, that they went to the authorities and the detective didn't do anything, nothing was done. Brad is still out there. I saw him the other day at a local card shop. I go out with my case manager, and you know, you just mess around, play some Super Smash Brothers at the local card shop just to hang out. And Brad was just there. He was just there. He's a free man. I'm pretty sure he feels like he's done nothing wrong. I know that he still probably hangs out with Tim and Andrew, and he probably has that girlfriend Daisy that he takes advantage of. She like moved out from Arizona just to see this man after all this happened, and I don't know if she's still with him. We already made a video on Daisy called the Uwu video, but Brad is just not the greatest person, as you can tell. I didn't even know I thought he just, you know, felt up on people, but I didn't think he actually did penetration and actually took someone's virginity and stuff. That's fucking crazy, you know. But I have nothing else to say other than what the fuck, you know. It's not a great situation to be in, and I'm sure Taylor and Ashley that night didn't feel right as well. But I don't know. My thing is why were pills involved? That's the only thing I'm confused about. How did the pills get involved? And you know, if you were underage, you shouldn't have alcohol in the first place. And if you are, you should have an adult with you. See, it was just a completely bad situation. You had underage drinking, you had doing drugs underage, you had Brad. It was just a complete shit show from what I could tell of that night. Now, they said they were like 14 when it was happening. I don't know how old they are now, so I don't know how long ago this happened. I know Brad is like 21, 22 now, and the time frame doesn't add up because that post was in 2018. So he might, you know, it might make sense, but the time frame just doesn't add up to me. Not saying that he didn't do it or anything. I just think there's some, the time seems skewed. It seems skewed to me. It's kind of hard to explain because I don't know how old these people are now, so I can't really give a relative time frame of when exactly it happened. So it's just a weird situation. We plan to do like a whole like group talk of us talking about Brad, but it never happened. And I feel like this needed to be talked about, you know. Something had been said. So what do I want to say to Brad, I guess, is the question. Do you think my friends like Brady and Quentin and Peyton are bad friends? You know, they're not bad friends. They're not even bad people. They actually take care of me and do a lot for me. You, on the other hand, Brad, along with Tim and Andrew, are terrible fucking people. You know, I can't imagine being with you guys. I can't even imagine, like, being friends with you again. It's just, I know I was confused because something happened with me and Brady, but me and Brady worked that thing out. When I was with you, the only thing I could remember is being highly annoyed with you guys, because you would like literally say the N-word whenever I brought up anything about this situation just to get answers. You guys would get very hostile. You guys are just very immature as well. I couldn't go record with you guys without having to censor on an N-word every 5 seconds. You know, it was bad. Not only that, they're a bunch of like immature little assholes, and Brad's a rapist, but they're racist as well. Like, I have nothing else to say. So I hope you, Marines and Spartans, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you are, I hope you take heed of this warning, of Taylor and Ashley's warning. Thank you, Carter, for keeping this post up. I was looking for this for quite a while until it was reshared to me. And I was wanting to make a video for a long time about this. And I feel like it's about time that this has been put up on the channel. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Brad. I doubt anything actually is going to happen with Brad, because nothing has happened. People say I've done things, but I haven't. It's really shitty. I you know, the best thing that could happen to Brad right now is if all this was fake, you know, which I highly doubt it's fake at this point, because it's been talked about. And you know, it's weird that they said they don't remember, but like, there's video evidence out there somewhere. He might even still have it, because it was sent to me and my friends, and we noped the fuck out of that chat. We all deleted it. It was I still see it in my head. I could describe it, really, but I won't, because that's just disgusting. Anyways, I think I've rambled up enough. I'll see you, Marines and Spartans, in the next mission. Stay safe. Marineman out. Bye bye.